On first down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second.
Top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On second down now, it's Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Here's Murray from midfield. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Murray again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
On play action, it's Wentz. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. His first catch good for 8 and a first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Well, the catch made by Johnson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task. So
the Seahawks come after it, and they block it. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And they are going to wind up with a football down at the 1-yard line. Now, so much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
So a great special teams play. They blocked the punt and excellent field position, first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now Murray off play action. Sliding it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On second down, it's Hunt. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the gun, it's Wentz. And able to find Conley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Caught here by Conley. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle. And that's going to tack on 15 more. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. And he finds Howard complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. To throw again on second down. Wentz. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashard Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Hunt. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. To throw on 3rd down, Murray. And he completes it to Hunt. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. Open man is Higgins. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Ravens have got it. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. A good run of 6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. From the gun, Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Dalton Schultz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A pass complete here to Conley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Howard. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Wentz to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And now, is it 4th down? No, it's 3rd down. And the field goal unit is out onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They run again with Hunt. Pushing his way in. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the 2nd half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He's got the hook up with Conley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. On first down, they run with Howard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you. Check.
Throwing his Wentz. That's caught by Howard. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. On first down, Howard. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
From the red zone now, Wentz. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Here's Murray. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 48, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Murray trying again after the pick 6. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely.
Watch the run. Go. Hey, 74. Here, shift. Hey, check.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Wentz to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the 2nd level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
57's Mike. Here we go.
Now Wentz. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
1st down, Murray. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. After the sack on 1st down, Murray, they complete it to Hill. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Murray with a third and long. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
To throw, it's Murray. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.